Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hi, my beautiful little sweetie pie. Hello to my dear Juanson. Hello to Sean. Hello to Diane. Hello to DM. Hello to Ajat if Ajat is somewhere around. Hi to Julie if you're back. Nice to see you guys. How's everybody doing? How is everybody onto this full moon, a full strawberry moon? DM is going to be on up first. So, DM, if you do want to send out your question, you can. Then I know that we're going to go and see Ajat. So, just one little second. So, DM, you're up, followed out by Ajat. I'm going to take my little bat pen. Hold on. Alrighty. I do also have our beautiful Natty. So Natty's going to be third up. Thank you so very much, my sweetie pie. Alrighty, so here we go. Heavy moon, heavy moon. No, I said strawberry moon. It could be a heavy moon. The following moon that is into the same type of structure a little bit, that's going to be very visible for, like, it was on the 10th yesterday and today. And the energy, the following one's in 2043. So, I mean, it is a moon in itself that stands off into its beautiful self. So, yeah. It's a particular one. So I say let's manifest our wants and our desires. You don't have any more sore stomach. Good for you, my dear Sean. That's already something good. Yes. But you still have cold and flu. Well, you got rid of one of the problems, Sean. The other ones will leave soon. Is there anything you should look forward to? Let me go and see. It is my pleasure, sweetie pie. Alrighty. So let's go over here. All right. And here we go. Up next again is Ajat, followed out by Natty. So let's go forward with it. Okay. All right, sweetie pie. You're still waiting. You're still waiting. You're still waiting for something. You're still waiting, sweetie. You keep waiting for something to arrive within work that is not quite onto its way yet, but you keep on working really, really hard, sweetie. I do need you to be careful for people who can be moody or emotionally a little bit unstable or even try to manipulate you in any kind of emotional kind of a way. So I do want you to be careful for that, my love. Love-wise, for the moment, I don't see much movement or union. I feel like love-wise, I feel like you're sad. I feel like you're feeling a little bit, I want to say I feel like you're feeling a little bit at bay from something. It's like you're far away from something that you would like, but it's like not quite happening, or the energy is not quite there yet. And I kind of feel like you're feeling a little bit disappointed by that. So I'm going to say in love, I feel like it's a little bit more that type of stagnant energy that I can see. Let me just put my sweater there. So work. There is a sense of a certain forward movement, even though I said there is a lot of stagnancy, and I do want you to be careful for people who can, play different type of games and everything of the such. Manipulation. I do still feel like there is some forward movement that is coming your way, but I need you to stay really quite grounded. I do. So I need you to stay grounded. I need you to continue to look out for opportunities to speak up or to share your ideas. So into the following 5 days, if you ever have a moment, an occasion where you can, give a little heads up. You can say something, you can express something. I'm going to say it's going to be very important to do so at that moment in time. That could be really good for you. I feel as though there could be some influential people that could be a little bit around. It could be worth to actually pay attention. So I don't know if you're waiting for like a boss or something like that who might be popping on through. I'm going to check that out, my dear DM. Thank you for sending, sweetie. I'm going to go and look at that in just a second. Okay. Okay, I'm going to check that out. So I want you, honestly, over here. I feel as though if you can speak up, speak up. Share your ideas. Pay attention with the right people at the right moment. So don't put your energy all over the place. Put it where it's really going to bring something to you into the future. I need you to avoid overcommitting. I need you to avoid overcommitting or even agreeing to anything that you would be unsure about. So I'm going to say also be careful for some work gossip. I want you to be careful for that. And I want you to be careful for miscommunications at work. Just keep everything professional. Do what you've got to do. And everything's going to be okay. Now, before I go and see what you sent out to me, home. Home, I feel like the energy is more peaceful. I feel like it is more tender. I feel as though it's a moment, a little bit of healing, but it's also kind of a moment to, I almost want to say reconnect, although I don't feel like there's a connection that has been lost. But I feel like within the relationships, I feel like there is more openness, there is more understanding, and therefore maybe a better type of communication relation. Avoid overextending yourself over here too, okay? I said work, avoid overcommitting and like agreeing with everything. Same thing a little bit at home. Don't overextend yourself. Don't try to fix people or fix things or fix emotions. They can do them themselves. You take care of you, sweetie pie. This is going to be a really, really good time for you to actually rest, to clean your space, to realign what makes you feel like you are safe and that you are truly quite, nurtured. So what to look forward to? I'm going to say you could have a lovely moment of clarity, of truth that's going to help you to feel more certain about certain things into your life that you have been feeling uncertain about. And I feel like that is more in relation towards work. So I feel like slowly there is more clarity that is coming on in that's going to give you more, if you will, spiritual advice on how to move on forward. Things will simply make more sense. Now, like I said, avoid taking up energy that's not yours. Let other people process their own stuff altogether. You protect your space and it's going to be okay. So I'm going to say let the next 5 days or so just kind of unfold with trust and grace, and that's it. You've got this, my sweetie. As for what you have sent to me into my email, let me go and see. Okay. All right, sweetie pie, I'm actually going to say towards you, I do not have at this moment in time any specific reason not to trust that person or to have boundaries up. I feel like this person can kind of keep a lot of things to themselves, maybe not talk about things, or maybe they talk about things into a different kind of a way. I feel like your energy doesn't necessarily connect with this person's energy. I feel like it's probably always going to be that way. And maybe that's why you're kind of feeling like maybe you can't quite trust this person. But as for what I can see at this moment, I don't feel like this person, has any ill ideas or bad ideas or intentions or anything of the such. I don't see this person doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. So I'm actually going to have to say, if you feel like, the connection, energetically speaking, is not good, then I'm going to say you're not doing wrong by keeping to yourself. But if you would actually like to get to know this person better, I'm not going to say that you're able to do so because they do keep to themselves a lot. But I myself do not see any reason why you should have your barriers higher on up or anything of the such. So I'm actually going to say no if you do want to open on up with that person or into that kind of a way. I don't have any issues with it. I don't see any problem with this person at all, sweetie. I am going to give you an angel message also, my love. Just hold on. An angel message. You're being divinely and lovingly guided even when the path feels uncertain. Trust the gentle nudges into your heart because they are whispers from your angels. Divine timing is at play, so stay open, stay faithful, and know that peace, love, and abundance, they're already finding their way towards you, sweetie pie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. Hi, Julie. I was saying hi to you earlier. I didn't know if you were here. Absolutely, my love. Timestamp you shall have, sweetie pie. You're going to be up in about 15 minutes or so. Thank you. And you were just eating strawberries today, right? I bought strawberries too, and I haven't bought strawberries in quite some time because, well, they're not good at this time, this season, but they kind of looked good. Yeah. You were here earlier when I said hello? Oh, okay then. I didn't see you. I'm sorry, sweetie. All right. Well, I've got you onto the list. You'll be up soon, my love. DM if there's anything else. Post it here. Post it into my email. I've got you, sweetie. If there's anything, my dear DM, that you want for the full moon other than what we discussed about previously, then let me know. All right. We had already discussed something about a week and a half ago. If you want anything else other than that, let me know, sweetie. Yeah, it's not fun to have the sniffles and the flu and the cold and everything, Sean. It's not. It's a nasty place to be into. Ajat is going to be at 12 minutes. Hello, Joy. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Thank you. I will go and look at that, my sweetie. I do have to let you know that you are going to be up in about 15, 20 minutes, all right? If you want to leave and come back or you want a timestamp, just let us know. I just want you to know if you want to go have a snack, you can and come back and see us or stick around. So, let's go and see Ajat over here. Timestamp is at, well, let's put 12:30. Alrighty, on to Ajat. Let's go and get your question. You're going to stick around and you're going to go get your snack. Perfect. It sounds like a good plan. Alrighty. So, Ajat, how was your trip? Ooh, I like it. Okay. This is nice. Let's go and see how things are going to go. All right. So let's take on out this little deck for that one. Natty, let us know if you're here, sweetie pie. If not, a timestamp shall be given to you, sweet one. I do already have your questions. So Natty, MZ, and Joy are going to be the following readings. So what is going to be happening for our beautiful Ajat? What is going to be happening when you're going with O? To Philadelphia. Let's go see. It is that beautiful time where vacations are upon us, sweetie pies. Yes, they are. So, 8 of Wands. Getting over here also our Temperance, followed on through by a little bit of a Hermit energy, but that's okay. The Chariot, a little bit. Things are not going to move as much as you would like them to. No, not quite as much. Nothing bad is happening, but I just feel like things are going to be more stagnant. So I feel like this trip as good and has a little bit of stagnant energy. So I'm going to say it carries energy of, yes, a connection, yes, clarity, yes, that beautiful emotional warmth that is there. And I feel like the vibes, they're there, they're soft and they're meaningful. Like you're both opening on up to like a new chapter, or at least kind of clearing the air for something that is good and that is loving, that is healing, that feels right. So I feel like there's going to be a couple little nervous moments along the way. Possibly, I'm going to say around different type of expectations or unspoken feelings. But I feel like once you guys kind of settle on in, you're going to have the laughter, you're going to have the good conversation. Everything is going to be good. All right. You might even have like a surprise or two coming from O, because he's been thinking about you much more than what he's actually been saying. He's not completely opening on up. So what should you actually look forward to with this trip? I'm going to say a deeper emotional bond onto a certain level. I'm going to say more honest heart-to-heart moments. I'm going to say signs that things are truly aligning into a beautiful and grounded way. That being said, I don't feel like everything is going to be perfect, though. Like I said, there's going to be little moments where, we're going to have to stabilize ourselves, and we're going to have to kind of get into it and, feel everything. I know that sounds weird what I'm saying, but you know what I'm talking energetically. So yeah, I feel as though it is going to go well, but I don't feel like you're going to get, like, if you have 1 million in expectation, you might end up getting 100,000, all right, in expectation. So what I'm saying is, and I'm not saying don't expect, no, but keep your expectations to a normal kind of a standard if you can, because sometimes we get really, really excited and we kind of think about a zillion things and we want a zillion things, and then we kind of end up being disappointed. And nobody wants to be disappointed. So keep your expectations at a nice level if you can. Everything's going to be absolutely perfect, sweetie. What I need you to avoid is, I need you to avoid overthinking. I need you to avoid analyzing, like overthinking or reading too deeply into maybe little tiny moments of silence. There's nothing wrong with, I know moments of silence seem weird and they're uncomfortable, but there's nothing wrong with them. So, just give the moment space to unfold and everything to just kind of unfold really, really quite naturally. So I'm going to say I kind of feel like this trip feels like it's a turning point, but in a really, really good way. So I'm going to say stay present, be there, trust what your heart is feeling at that moment, and move ahead with it. It's not going to steer you into the wrong direction. And I am going to leave you some messages, because I would never leave you like that, my dear. I would never, ever, ever do such a thing. Let's go over here. Alrighty, and my dear Natty, you are on up next. All right, I want to be able to share my happiness with you. Sometimes I believe that you could be my soulmate. I am starting to realize the depth of our connection. I do trust you quite unconditionally. So my beautiful, I'm going to say enjoy yourself. Have yourself the most fantastic week or weekend altogether. Yeah, Sean, I don't see the correlation between arthritis and claustrophobia, sweetie. A motorhome is not too small to be stuck in unless you're sticking yourself into a closet. Which I don't think you are. So yeah, and arthritis doesn't really change anything. You just got like maybe 1 or 2 little steps to get into it. So I'm gonna say you're good, Sean. If that's what you desire, you're good. Alrighty. All right, here we go. So let me go and see our beautiful Natty over here. Natty, you are on up next. Lilith, you look like you're in dental pain. I'm sorry. I haven't talked about my, I know what your face is referring to, but your emoji, but for me, it just kind of, yeah, that's it. It just kind of looks like you're coming back from the dentist. So Natty, I'm gonna go and see Natty. I know. Oh, I love the way you say that. It's like a tooth pain in the brain. Chetna, please do not repost your questions, sweetie. If ever you are chosen, we shall ask you to post it, okay? But do not spam, my love, please, and thank you. Thank you, Watson, and thank you, Lilith. Here we go. Let me go and find Natty's question and put a timestamp. Yes, Natty's not here. Joy is here. Okay. Let me go see. Alrighty. Okay, what is going on over here? All right. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go and look at this. I feel like it's a little bit of some mixed things all together. I feel like you were not quite precise. Oh, wait, did I put a timestamp? No, I did not. Okay, 21 minutes for Natty is what it's going to be. There you go, Joy. I'll be with you shortly, sweetie pie. Yeah. Before I begin, I am going to go and take the cards out upon it. But before I begin, the first feelings that I'm getting from this, my love, is that it was not quite precise enough because you sent a message out saying you're wishing him well and you thought of him. But that could mean so many things. It could mean I'm still kind of like, it doesn't mean I'm missing you and I want to be with you and I want to talk and I want to get back together. I want to try to understand. It just means I'm wishing you all the best. And yes, I've been thinking about you. Now, I know that into your mind, the thinking about could be thinking about because you love him and you want to be with him. But I feel like the message was not quite clear enough. And he doesn't have to respond to it. I know you'll say, why doesn't he have to respond to it? Because there's no question mark at the end. If you want somebody to write you back and you can clearly say, I asked a question and they, he or she, in this case he, did not respond back. My first question would be, well, did you ask a question? And if you did, then okay, he's at fault because the question was there. But if not, it's more a little bit of a wishing and an affirmation at the same time. So some people will take that information in towards them and think, oh, well, that's so sweet. Okay. But they're going to continue doing their own thing because they don't feel like they have to reply to it. Now, you and I, we would reply back to it because I don't want to do any sexism over here. But I mean, we would. We'd write back, oh, I miss you too. Can we talk? Whatever. We would open up some type of a door, right? No. These men, they don't see things that way. They don't, not all of them, but yeah, they often don't. So I'm going to go and take out the cards and see what this is going to bring you, sweetie. I like the fact that you reached out. I do. I'm going to say since you reached out now, maybe wait a couple days, like a good 7 days or something before reaching on out again. But next time I really need you to put like more of a question, more within your intentions. Like, I've been thinking about you. Is it possible that we could meet up? There's a few things that maybe I'd like to share with you. Something of the such. Put a little smiley face, something cute, ask a question, and then you should get an answer back. So here we go. Our Temperance, you see, he's still blocked. He's still blocked within the energy over here. So he's still not completely where... He's still not completely where we want him to be, is basically what it is. His energy is still blocked, therefore he received your message. It's like, I want to eat chocolate, you sent me chocolate to my door, and I receive it, and it's there, and I can eat it whenever I want. Doesn't mean I have to eat it right away. The energy is there. He took it on in. It's like a store-bought thing. Now he's got it. He's happy with it. The problem is you're not being fed in return, therefore you're left feeling hungry or void, and he has the feeding that he needs. And as long as he has that feeding that he needs, he believes that it's okay if I take more time. It's okay if I don't do this. It's okay if I don't do that because look, she's still there. So it's a twisted kind of way of seeing things, but that's the way he's seeing things at this moment. So he is still blocked and he still doesn't know what to do. So you're still into the midst of a yes and a no and a yes and a no, which is why it is absolutely imperative to leave him a good 6 to 7 days before doing anything. Leave him at least a week. And then send out something with a question so he can respond on back towards you. Now, that being said, I'm going to go and see how he's actually feeling about the message that you sent out. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me, guys. All right. So how is he actually feeling towards the message that you sent out? He doesn't know what to do with it. He's not really juggling with it. It's like he's got this information, but it's like not knowing what to do with it. I can give you a bunch of money to go play onto the, I don't know, onto the stock market, but if you don't know how it works, it's not going to give you any good. So this is it. He has your info. He doesn't know what to do with it. He just doesn't know. If he didn't love you, he would know. The fact that he doesn't know and he received this offer puts him into a position where he's wondering, what do I do? But he doesn't have the energy to wonder, what do I do at this moment? That's where the blockages are coming from. So you have a message that has been sent out, that has been received, that has been accepted, that is liked, that is kept close to the heart. But because we're not into the right mindset, not into the right emotional place, we're not doing anything with that information. We're just kind of leaving it there in suspense, which suspended energy is heavy. It is heavy to maintain. It is heavy to live with. Again, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reverse. There is going to be, there is a want for a reach out, but we still don't know what or how. Honestly, my love, at this point, I'm going to say, I know that he does still care for you. I know that he does still love you, but I know that there's a lot of complications and you guys are going to have to, well, you can't do it all by yourself. He's got to figure out, the biggest challenge over here is for him to figure out what he wants moving on forward. At this moment, he has a lot of repressed emotions and he's not wanting and not willing to give back. So could you go back into a relationship within the following 2 to 3 weeks, but kind of take things slowly and start off again? That, in my mind, would be the best possibility altogether. Start anew together and see where that is going to be bringing you. Because at this moment, if you reach out more or you do anything, we're just going to be digging a little bit more and we're kind of digging into the void. We need him to figure himself out. We need him to figure what he needs and what he wants. He knows he cares about you. He knows that he still loves you, but he doesn't know if he wants to return on back into the relationship. He doesn't want to let go, but doesn't want to move forward. So he's stuck in limbo. We need to let him figure out his limbo a little bit into his hermit mode so he can figure out what to do next. So I'm going to say hopefully he will end up coming on through with a good offer for you. For the moment, I'm going to say everything is completely up in limbo and really depending on what it is that he is going to be doing within the following 7 to 10 days. I will confirm to you, though, that he does love you, does still care for you, but he is completely lost. So if he works onto himself well, could you guys return back to a place into the following, 2-3 weeks? Could you return back to a place of the beginning and work onto that and start anew? Definitely. Is he going to be willing to do that? That's what he has to decide at this moment, and that's what's suspended into the air. But his feelings are not in suspense. It's what he wants that is in suspense. I will give you some messages to Sweetie Pie. MZ is going to be on up next, and we will be leaving a timestamp for MZ also. And I'm going to go with this little one over here. All right. So I'm getting over here. You deserve better than I do. I feel terrible for hurting you. I do get, can we start over? Sometimes I kind of dive in and I kind of dive out of relationships. I do feel you. I do love you. But I'm not ready. Which is basically what we were seeing into the reading. I'm gonna go and see if you're here into live and you're still not. It's all good. Yeah. Ah, thank you, Lilith. I know, 3 fois. I know. Your bluntness says. Good night, Diane. Good night, sweetie. Take care of yourself, Sean, if you're leaving too and going to bed, sweetie. Yeah. Let me go and see MZ. Let's go like this. Let's go over here. Hold on just one tiny moment. Alrighty. Just 1 second. I'm going to do that like that. And voila. Hi, Jillian. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. I've got you onto the list right after Joy, okay? So we are currently with MZ, moving on forward to Joy, and then we're going to go and see Jillian, sweetie pies. You're going to be going, oh, I like that. You might not see the moon. I'm going to go out and see if I can see it. It finally started to be nice like earlier, so maybe I'll be able to see it if it's not too cloudy. Let's do this. All right. Okay. And Joy, I know that you're still here, so you're next, sweetie pie. Alrighty. So let me just read your question over here. But you will try. Absolutely, sweetie pie. Oh, well, no, probably not because your mom's there. She would probably feel it's a little bit weird. But if ever you can, Julie, if ever you can, and if ever you do not have any more, make yourself some moon water. I mean, your mom wouldn't find it weird that you would have like a mason jar or a jar with water onto the, windowsill, right? It could happen. She could say, what's that doing there? And you could say, oh, let me take it. It's not even a lie. Let me take it. But by then you already have your moon water. Or do it before she goes, she goes to bed. You put it out and you wake up earlier than her and you take your moon water and then you can use it into your rituals. Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know if you have any left. I believe you have made some into the past. So here we go. Absolutely. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, did I put a timestamp? Did I? Sometimes I lose myself within the timestamps. No, I did not. Okay, MZ is going to be at 33:30. Okie dokie. So, sweetie pie, how's that going to be going? Okay. Julie, first of all, enjoy the walk with mama and the moon energy. It'll be nice. It'll be peaceful. I even if it's behind clouds, it changes nothing. The energy is still there. The session altogether. I feel like it carries a lot of emotional levels. Can you say profoundness? I don't know. Anyways, there's a certain amount of depth. So it goes deep, okay? When I tune into the energy, it feels like the session is gently going to push him to confront some of that inner resistance, which is perfect because we're going to be working onto those resistances tonight. So it's going to push him to kind of work onto that because he's been carrying a certain amount of inner resistance, especially around, vulnerability and worthiness and love. So he needs to work upon that, and that's what they're going to be a little bit kind of focusing on. So it's not going to be something that's going to be of a sudden breakthrough, but it is a key turning point that's going to open up, I feel, a new door for you guys. So the impact on the relationship will be positive, slowly but surely. It's going to be about helping him kind of peel back those layers, making space for something that is more of an emotional clarity, if you will. So he's still trying to find those words and build that courage, but the growth is there and it's real. He's just still kind of working onto those little bits and pieces. So the full moon energy is also going to give him somewhat of a nudge. So I'm going to say a mix between the session that he's having along with the energy of our beautiful full moon. That should be pretty darn good. And I feel like it's going to help him to reflect on what really matters into his life and who truly matters into his life, which would ultimately be both you. So yes, it's definitely going to be moving you guys forward bit by bit. I'll say heartbeat by heartbeat. So one little step at a time. Definitely moving into something good. Alrighty. So, hey, Pertinacity, how are you doing, sweetie pie? It is nice to see you, my love. It is nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you for your donation, my love. You have a witchy and spiritual parents, right? I know you do spells, and they ask, "What are you doing?" My spells, my parents. Just don't burn the house. Oh, I know. Isn't that lovely, Hanson? My kids are a little bit the same. When they arrive home, I will usually have matsias. The other two might not always notice, but if I've done any workings, let's say into the daytime when they were at school, yeah, like they'll arrive and the first thing Matthias will say is, "Mom," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Why does it smell like something's burning or something burnt?" And I'm like, "You know why. Don't ask no questions." And he's like, "What spells are you doing? Who are you doing spells on?" I'm like, "Don't ask." Yeah, and my mom and I, we have done recently one or two spells together when I went over to her place, and that is more of a combined effort where there's chanting and all different kind of things. It's a different kind of vibe. It's a different kind of a thing. But yeah, I know. I love the answer. Just don't burn the house down. I've had the fire. I've had the detector go off a few times. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like my kids. I'm like, go get some salt. Go get some salt. Fire. That's it. Yeah. I know. I've had my kids run downstairs to get boxes of salt so I could put out the fire. Alrighty, so could you imagine firefighters coming over to my place or insurance? What were you doing? What happened? I was doing spells. I don't know if that's included into my insurance. All right, so Joy, sweetie pie, here we go. Energies around you, what to expect. I know, seriously, I don't think it would pass. What to expect? What do we got? What to expect? Let's go see. Jillian is next, followed out by Pertinacity. All right. So Joy, did you have a lovely snack, sweetie pie? Just asking. Yeah, he is new. He is new. Yes, I'm getting this. He's new by a week or two, perhaps, something of the such, like fairly new. Yeah, all right. Okie dokie. So, what are the energies going around? Yeah, so Joey's a keeper. We like Joey. I kind of like Joey. The feelings that I get for Joey are good. They are. I do feel a little bit of not tension, but I do feel a little bit of reticence coming from him, like a little bit of holding back for some reason. You might be going out? Well, why don't we switch that to let's go out? Oh my God, seriously, right? I just push people to do things. Just do it. Just do it. I should be working for Nike shoes. Yeah. Why might? Oh, you are going out. Well, you say you might go out, but then you say you are. I know. Why are you holding back, sweetie? Don't hold back. Just go. If you don't like the guy, you're not going to like him. You might as well know right away than later on. All right? Take those little stress, little butterflies into your stomach and turn them into something good. Turn into exciting. If it's no good, just go back home. That being said, I do feel like I do kind of like this guy, but I feel like he might be a little bit challenging, right? I do. So I'm going to say I kind of feel like he might be a little bit challenging altogether. I'm going to say I'm not going to say it's a quality. I'm not going to say it's not. It depends what you like in life, but he's not necessarily somebody who spends a lot of money on things. So, if you like 5-star hotel, well, not hotels, but restaurants or stuff like that, probably not. He's a little bit stingy onto that. All right. I'm just saying. And that kind of goes along with the rest of it. Well, you went out last weekend, but why are you holding back? It wasn't that good. It was just okay. All right. Well, you know what? I do have you over here into an inner conflict. I do kind of have you a little bit into a moment of tension. Quite frankly, my love, I do, kind of like this guy. I don't really see a problem. And I feel like you could actually move on forward. But the only way you're going to be able to do it is if you relieve all that stress and all that tension, everything that's holding you back. You need to let it go. It's bothering you. I need you to have courage to move on forward. What are you not believing into yourself? There's something that you don't believe within yourself that is stopping you from being with this man. What is it? I don't know. It could be something into the self. There's something that is holding you back within you, yourself, personally. That is onto this way. I feel like you need to give this person more time. I do. I feel like you need to give this person more time. The past ex cap. Let the past be the past, sweetie. Forget about the past. Don't let the past stop you into the present, sweetie pie. The past isn't to the past. It is meant to be there. Nothing like moving on forward into the present to forget about the past, sweetie. Unless you like to finish one thing and move to the next. It depends. But I feel like, yeah, like his energy, right? Yeah. Honestly, sweetie, I feel as though this person I feel like he's well-intentioned. I feel like he's a little bit slow doing things. All right. Hold on just a second. Let me just do that. I feel like he's a little bit slow moving on with different things. I feel like he's not always all that expressive, but I do feel like he likes you, and I do feel like he wants to be able to spend more time with you. I'm not going to say it's going to be the easiest type of relationship or connection. I do feel like there's going to be a couple challenges, but all relationships or all connections do, sweetie pie. Joey tends to work a lot, like a lot. So that might be a little bit of a problem for you. But you yourself, I need you to move on forward into new experiences, because I see you holding on to some type of an idea, which is probably the Capricorn over here, right? And I need you to move on forward from it. Yeah, I know X is done. Does he feel his intentions are real and he works where you work? I feel like his intentions are real, and I feel like he's going to end up asking something to you. You're going to continue to date this guy. There's no doubt about it. There's no playing around. Honestly, there is no playing around with this guy. It's a yes. I'm going to say if you do like this guy, let's just forget about the energy of Capricorn, whoever it is that was into your past. I know this one is a Capricorn, but there's probably others before it. I need you to put your time and your effort. I need you to move on forward fully with this person, because this person can be good for you. Honestly, you can make a really, really good team. So, like I said, it's not going to be the easiest type of relationship. I feel like this person does work a lot. I feel like they can be a little bit stubborn. I feel like they do keep a lot of their emotions within, but they truly do like you and they truly do have good intentions. They have no intentions whatsoever of just, having fun with you and then saying, ciao, arrivederci, goodbye, I want no more. Absolutely not. I feel like this person's intentions are truly wanting to spend more time with you, but they are kind of slow, so they don't take all that much. They take more time, so you're going to have to be kind of open and patient towards that. But I kind of feel like you're ready for that too, because like you said, you're kind of holding back. Yeah. So I need you to not hold back. All right. If you're able to, just let it be. When you hold back emotions, you hold back communications, there's barriers, and energetically speaking, there's like somewhat of a boundary that is there. It's not stress. It's holding back from a certain fear. Don't be fearsome, sweetie. Always look at it this way. If it's not good, it's not good. Walk away. That's it. If it's good, we meet again. If not, we just conclude it. That's it. That's all. Yes, observing him. But if you observe and don't give back, then he's not going to be able to give you back anything neither. Things are going to remain kind of a little bit stagnant because he's going to think, oh, well, maybe she's not all that interested. She's not really showing me any signs, or she's not really doing all that much. So I'm going to say either we kick it into gear, or you communicate openly. You communicate openly with him and say, you know what? I'm just a little bit kind of wondering what your intentions are. What do you truly want out of all of this, right? Mention, no judgment whatsoever, just openly. What are you looking for into this? If you're looking for anything, just let me know so I can know a little bit which direction I'm going into, and I can let you know what I truly want. And then he'll tell you, and you can see if it aligns with what it is that you want, and he will tell you. You like my blue deck. Never seen it before. I don't know which one it is. Oh, this one? No, I haven't taken that one out in a while. Must not be that one. This. Oh, this one. That one. The one that I just used. Okay, yeah. No, I always have it here. I don't use it all that often, though, but I do like it. It's a little pocket version. Yeah, it's a sweetie cutie little thing. Thank you, my love. I'll use it with you. Yeah, I'll use it with you. You're not next, but you're the following after. I'll use it with you, sweetie. I'm looking at the blue ones. I'm like, that's blue, that's blue, that's blue, that's blue, that's blue. What did I use? So yeah. And you say, how will the day go this weekend between you and him? Our Queen of Cups is hoping and wanting anyways, because that one just came on through. All right. The World. How's this weekend going to go? I'm going to say your date is going to go quite well, sweetie. Look at that. Honestly. Look, our Queen, it's like you're happy, and it's like you're also kind of liberating something. You're finally moving on forward with something over here. So we do have our Queen of Cups, we do have our World, and we do also have our Six of Pentacles. So there is some beautiful movement that is coming on forward. I feel like there's beautiful exchanges also. Just one second. Let me just do this. And this. Okay. I feel like there's going to be some good exchanges that are going to be happening. I feel like you're finally maybe going to start opening on up a little bit more. So I'm going to say emotionally open. I'm going to say warm. I'm going to say nurturing. I'm going to say a little bit intuitive. I feel like both of you are going to be showing on up a little bit more as your authentic, if you will, caring kind of a sense. I feel like there's a possibility for meaningful type of conversations that will be there. What I feel is really important is that I feel like you're going to feel like you are seen, that you are appreciated, but like onto a soul level, not just something that is physical. So I'm going to say you're going to feel like you are emotionally connected. And I feel like you've been craving, sincerity and tenderness. And I feel like all these things are absolutely possible onto this date. So I will actually say with our world coming on through that I feel like there's going to be a good completion. I feel like it will be a success. I feel like you guys will align on through. It could actually be a little bit like of a milestone moment into the date altogether. And I feel like there's something about this date that just could kind of feel like it's coming in full circle, like it's finally making sense. Things are finally becoming a little bit more clear, and it's going to help you to actually figure out how to move on forward. So I will say there is good potential. I feel like there's good potential to understand each other, to share different information, share different type of values. I feel like you're going to be onto the same type of wavelength. So I'm definitely going to say that things are aligning. The Six of Pentacles comes on into the sharing kind of a vibe. So it is about balance. It is about generosity. It is about give and take in those conversations and that emotional kind of pull that's there too. So it's going to feel like it's a date that is I give, you give. It is something that is reciprocal. So it's not one-sided, if you will. So I'm going to say you're both going to offer attention, time, little gestures. You're going to show a little bit of thoughtfulness within it. I'm going to say it's going to be perfect. And you're actually going to end up leaving this date being, I'm going to say, relieved by it. So I will say emotionally fulfilling. I will say balance. And I'm going to say a good beginning to a lovely, I'm going to say romantic type of a journey. Absolutely no doubt about it, sweetie pie. Qu'est-ce qu'on a?
Je suis stressée que Prince fasse pipi ou caca parce que là j'ai peur, j'ai besoin de ramasser ça.
C'est dans sa cage?
Je sais, mais des fois il fait là aussi.
Oh, mais c'est rare parce que sa cage est trop petite. Il a déjà fait des affaires dehors avant qu'on sorte là.
Est-ce que je ferme la porte?
Si ça tente, oui, merci. Thank you.
Par contre,
Quoi?
je vais pas trouver de pipi là.
C'est pour ça que tu m'as fait un espèce de side eyes. Là. You gave me a look, Mathias. Tu t'en trouveras pas, mon grand, je t'aime.
Okay.
À tantôt. À tantôt. À tantôt. You say he does tiny things and showing that he cares. Exactly, my love. You're going to have a beautiful time. I promise you, sweetie. Beautiful time. There is no doubt about it, sweetie pie. Believe me, it will be good. You let me know how your day goes on Monday, all right? Or send me an email onto the weekend. Let me know how it goes. It's my pleasure, sweetie. I'm sending you much love. So let those barriers down. Enjoy yourself. Take the new vibes in and enjoy it, sweetie. Alrighty. I'll see you soon. Let's go see our beautiful Jillian. Jillian is going to be needing a timestamp. Thank you, Joy. So, hold on just a second. We are going to go and see. Oh, you are here, sweetie pie. What is nice to see you. All right. No timestamp needed. I just need to go and find your question then. Just one little tiny second. Let's do this. Pertinacity is going to be next, and then we're going to be with Mimi. Okay. Are you going to get promoted? That's what you want to know. Well, let's go see. Will you be, anyways, promoted? Will you be promoted? I don't want to go with that one. I want to go with this one. Will you be promoted? Here we go, my love. Okay. When are you expecting this promotion? Because into my mind, I'm getting 4 and 6, but I do not believe they are months. So I'm going to say between the following 4 to 6 weeks. Is this promotion coming upon like really soon? Thank you, Juanson, for the list, sweetie pie. Love the mermaids. All right, Ace of Swords. Followed on through with our 7 of Cups, also getting over here. I will say yes, and I am going to say again I said 4 to 6, I will say 4 to 7. I feel like it's going to be within the following 4 to 7 weeks. I feel like you've been working really, really, really quite hard, and I feel like it is going to be actually coming to fruition towards you. So will you get an offer? You definitely will. When are you expecting this, my love? Is that making any sense towards you? It does make sense? Yay! Okay, let me take out a couple more cards, see if I get more info, all right? Thank you, Lilith. Yes. The process time that you saw was 1 month. Okay, so it makes sense between 4 to 6 to 7 weeks. Perfect. Okay, so yes, it is definitely going to be offered towards you. Into the meanwhile, I need you not to be too stressed, okay? Because it truly is coming towards you, sweetie pie. So a promotion shall be yours, my sweet love. And I'm going to say it's probably going to be even much better than what you actually thought that you were going to be getting. The leadership will discuss it tomorrow. Yeah, it's coming, sweetie. The promotion will be there. It will be given towards you. It will be offered. You will also accept it. And it's going to give you a certain amount. I don't see the exact amount, but I feel as though it is a good increase yearly, anyways, into your pay. It's my pleasure, sweetie. I'll say congratulations to you. You put all the hard work in. I just told you the answer. Congratulations to you, my sweetie pie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, okay? It's definitely coming your way, sweetie. Sending much love to you, beautiful. Now, my dear, pertinacity, you like the blue stars, so let's go use the blue stars. Mimi is going to be following on up next, all right? Oh, check up with Chris. Yeah, why don't we check up with Chris? I got no problems with that. Check up with Chris. What's happening with Chris? Yes, 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 absolutely. What's Chris doing? What is going on with Chris? I've got you, pertinacity. Chris, nothing's going on with Chris. He's thinking and thinking and thinking, but he's not moving. So Chris is thinking but not moving. Chris is going deep down into his soul, kind of searching, kind of trying to figure out things, but lack of movement completely and totally for the moment. So I'm going to say Chris has got his own obstacles that he has to work upon. He has not yet found the core. He has not quite yet found his own answers. And so stagnation there is. Yeah. Stagnation. Not much movement coming with Chris, sweetie pie. No, nothing new on that one. Nothing. Well, we tried. Yeah. It's my pleasure, sweetie. Have a lovely evening, beautiful. Pertinacity, I do have over here your deck. I do. It is the Morgan deck, if I am correct. Let's go. You want to know, and you would like to have a timestamp, so... Pertinacity, you are going to be at 59 minutes. And can you had an argument? How's it ruined things? And does he still want this? All right. I'm sorry for the arguments, sweetie. What's up, beauty?
Tu fais quand, puis?
Je sais pas, là. Bon, ce sera pas tard. Je n'ai pas le temps. À peu près 30 minutes, mais. As-tu fini de manger? Non? Loulou, il dort-tu?
Non.
OK.
Encore.
Y est-tu bon, le film?
Mais on a fini?
OK. Bizarre, hein?
Oompa Loompa.
T'as vu des Oompa Loompa?
Ben oui, les ballons verts.
Ah, ben OK. Il va falloir regarder ensemble à nouveau.
C'est les Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, c'est Oompa Loompas.
Ils ont sauvé une fois la vie de Wonka et un autre fille.
Oh, pas.
Quand ils étaient dans un orphelinat, là, tu sais.
Oui,
madame,
oui, Oui, voilà. Faut qu'on s'en jase tantôt, ma belle. Oui, oui, oui.
Ben voilà.
Yes, ma cocotte. We were watching the new Willy Wonka. It's really not all that good. It's really weird. Really weird. There's a lot of weird stuff into it, quite frankly. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Sweetie Pie, what is happening over here? Are we walking away? I don't see us walking away, but I see us being placed. I see us being into a place where we do need a little bit of a pause into a way. We have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of ideas that kind of keep us a little bit stuck. Our King of Cups in reverse is not wanting to make any movement at this moment because he doesn't really quite know how to balance things off. So I'm going to say for the moment, sweetie, yeah. I feel as though I will take out more cards, but there's no endings. Let's go see how he's feeling. At the moment, he's feeling like he doesn't want to talk. Doesn't want to talk. He's upset. So, other than that, how's he feeling towards you? Other than that, is he going to give up onto this connection? No. No. He still wants, he still hopes, he still desires. He's not giving up on into anything. No. He just doesn't know how to go upon it. So, does he still want this relationship? I will say yes, no doubt about it. Non, les amis, faut arrêter de me déranger. Je t'aime. Tantôt, bébé. See you later. Merci, mon amour. À tantôt, chou. So, does he still want this? Yes, he does still want this. I do have to hide the physical parts, so here we go. Does he still want it? He definitely does. But like I said, he's a little bit into a place and into a position at this moment where he's a little bit upset, doesn't really quite know how to fix things. So he's going to need a little bit of a moment of pause, but not that much. Like we're talking maybe 2-3 days, maximum. Probably tomorrow you're going to end up having some news, but I'll say 2 to 3 days just to be a little bit safe. All right. I feel as though the major problem over here is that there's something that you guys have not. It's almost like if he understood something that is different than what you actually meant or what you actually wanted to say into some kind of a way. I also feel as though he likes to stand his ground. He likes to be strong. He likes to be there. He likes to be the one who's in control. He doesn't like to be at fault in any kind of a way. So that the ego kind of comes a little bit into the way. So my sweet love, you had an argument. Has it ruined things? No. Within the following 2-3 days maximum, you guys are back together. Does he still want this? Absolutely. Do you guys need to figure out, though, how to communicate together? Yes, because I feel like he understood one thing, you understood something else. He's got a really big ego. He's got to work onto that. It's kind of difficult for him to kind of come on through after because of his ego. But he knows that something is wrong. Something went off. He has no plans on giving up on you because he truly does want to be with you. So, does he want it? Yes. Did it ruin things? No. Will you have news soon? Absolutely. Everything's going to be okay, Sweetie Pie. That's it, right? With him not, no, he just doesn't understand. It's like he has one perspective and you have another perspective, but it's like the message didn't go through well. So I'm going to say basically a misunderstanding. But even into misunderstandings with certain people, if you go straight to the point, talk about the misunderstanding, they're still only seeing what you said, which is why I'm saying we need a little bit of time. He will reach on out and then you guys can discuss about it at that time, but nothing is happening to neither one of you guys. Let me give you some love messages, sweetie pie. All right. Hold on. You make me want to change for the better. Please do be patient with me. I do need, however, some time. I know that you can help me. I'm going to be reaching on out soon. So my beautiful pertinacity, even though it is a transition, and transitions, we know they suck. The transition will be short-lived. Things will be okay. Things will get back on track. So by the end of the weekend, everything is settled. Everything is good. You're back in lovey-dovey mode. Everything's good, sweetie pie. Pertinacity, I'm sending you much love. Don't stress. I know you will stress about it, but don't stress too much. All right? Just a little bit, not too much, because I know that you will. But everything's going to be okay. So I am sending you much love, sweetie pie. I know. I'm not going to ask you to do the impossible. Just a little bit less. Let's go and see Mimi. I believe Mimi is with us into the house. So let me go and see for beautiful Mimi. No, I want to stay logged in. So, that's not quite what I want. And here's my beautiful Mimi. So Mimi. All right. I'm just reading Mimi. I'm going to put a timestamp in just a second, okay? I'm going to go and see Juanson after. We'll keep it open until I'm done Juanson. If nothing changes when I'm done Juanson, then we will declare the end of the live. And Lilith, like I said earlier, will be sending something to you after the live. That you should know, right? That is irritating. I can see you're very... I know, I'm talking, but you don't even know that I'm talking because I didn't put a timestamp. Okay. Okay. It is pretty much a toss of a coin. I would say Juanson, unless Julie comes back in, or Love Shine. It is a toss of a coin, but it is what it is. So Mimi, here we go. Mimi is going to be at 108. All right. Yeah, that's it, Juanson. Oh, I love the way you put that. Yeah, Lilith, that is good, sweetie. I'm gonna take Lilith's version, although yours is hilarious. I will take Lilith's version; it's more accurate. Oh my dear God. Okay, so Mimi. Oh, sweetie pie. We're afraid of you, right? I'm afraid of you too. No, I'm kidding. But I hear your frustration. I do. I hear it quite clearly. I do have to say though, Mimi, also, well, let me just go see. Did you send me an email? Let me go see, because I was going to say it cut off, but maybe you sent me an email. Often you do. You did. Oh, okay. Oh, it is. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetie. Um, yeah, another questions tomorrow. Okay, it's all good, sweetie. I got you. Okay, so you don't. Okay, so Mimi, don't worry about it, sweetie. You can send me questions tomorrow, or for the weekend, whenever. You just know that you've got one in bank. Sometimes it's so weird. Honestly, it stays like that. Sometimes it stays like that for like 3 weeks. Yeah, unless you actually cancel it, then it's just like a weird security process. It happens. I'm gonna say, at least with one person, at least once a month. It's not something new. I'm not worried about it, my beautiful. That being said, you didn't send me an email and it cut off at what's his feelings. So I'm going to say it's probably Harry's feelings. So I'll get to the Harry feelings at the end. All right. So let's go see what's happening with work. So I hear your frustration loud and clear. You even wrote it in caps. I didn't even have to figure it out. But honestly, it's unfair. It's unfair because, when somebody like that person, JL, tries to hold on to control while kind of publicly talking, I'm going to say, about retiring and everything as such, it's kind of difficult because people will want to transition the responsibilities over to you, and rightfully, absolutely no doubt about it. And I know that you're capable of doing it, and I know that that's your role now. But it kind of sounds like she's trying to keep her power by staying overly involved, even in things that are now a little bit, well, I'm going to say actually under your care. So there's a very strong want and need to hold on to control that is probably no longer really ours. So it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And it's really difficult for you to kind of navigate and to move on forward with that. So I'm going to say it's exhausting. You're not getting the updates that you actually want to have. So that's difficult. You're not imagining it in any kind of a way. I feel like there's that subtle, if you will, kind of, I'm going to say sabotage or fear of being replaced into a certain way. As for MT, I feel as though we might be trying to stay a little bit kind of neutral, kind of play things safe, especially if she's scared of kind of rocking the boat, if you will. It doesn't mean in any kind of a way that that she's right. I'm definitely going to have to say it doesn't mean that JL is better than you. It just shows that the dynamics at this moment are really quite tense, and they're full of ego, like all over the place. So you're not trying to take over anybody's throne. You're really just trying to do your own job into your own peace. And so you absolutely do deserve the calm and the respectable workplace that you can have. So I'm going to say, yes, you do still have to do as much as you possibly can. And I feel like you do kind of have to open on up to kind of say something to the person, or to somebody else like a supervisor, because this is what you are supposed to be doing. And yet you are kind of being a little bit blocked. There's like an impediment that is there that is stopping you from actually fulfilling and doing what it is that you are asked or what they want you to do. So yeah, you do definitely have to do something about it. It is completely unfair. It makes everything really complicated. But yeah. Now what's going on about Mr. Harry? What has he got into his energy? We're going to go and see, because I believe that's what you wanted to actually know. So what's happening with Mr. Harry? Mr. Harry's still stuck into his energy. Yeah, he's stuck. He's still stuck into his energy where it's like that same emotional loop. He feels something for you, but he struggles with being real. He struggles with stepping up. So if he does return, it looks like he might still kind of come on back into the same type of circle. unless he consciously actually chooses to make a change, which I don't believe that he will because of the commitment that he's into at this moment. So deep down at this moment, he's missing the bond, but he avoids facing the emotional truth out of guilt, out of fear, out of pride. So he does think about you, and he does think about what you guys could have been. But he hasn't decided to take any action yet. I don't necessarily see him take any action yet. So I'm going to say, let's keep on. Maybe if you do want to, and you do wish to, we can keep on looking at the energy and see where that's going to go. See if there's any shifts. Sometimes shifts don't happen. Sometimes they do happen, and sometimes they happen quite quickly. So I'm going to say at this moment, I still feel like he's hesitating, and I still don't necessarily feel like he's going to make any jump forward. So I know that you've been really, really, really quite strong with all of this. I know that you've been through so much chaos, and I know your beautiful worth. If only he could know, if only he could take that into consideration, offer to you what is really, really quite necessary, that would be a dream come true. So I'm going to say this is pretty much what I'm getting for you at this moment. But I will, however, go and give you some messages, sweetie pie. I've got trust issues. I know you've got trust issues with him. I'm tired of running away every time I show my emotions. I wish I wouldn't allow others to control my decisions. You have turned my world upside down. And I do feel that our connection is so very strong. So my beautiful love, be strong, sweetie. Wishing you a beautiful day. Da, 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 da. Hey, Pertinacity. Hi, sweetie. You're back. I've got you. Will your work contract be renewed, or will you be finally made permanent in September? They keep renewing, so no fear of cancellation at this point. Yeah, they're not giving you the permanence because of the fees that are related to it. That's why. It's the only reason. Hold on, sweetie pie. And thank you for your donation, my love. I'm going to put you at 116. Yeah, the actual issue that is happening at this moment is they are not necessarily giving you that permanence, if you will, that permanent position. Simply because if they give you the permanent position, there's a lot of things that kind of tag along with it. There's rules, there's regulations, there's end of contracts, there's a lot of things. There's different pays, it implies a lot of different things. And I kind of feel they have no plan. They have no plan of getting rid of you in any kind of a way. But I honestly, at this moment in time, I feel like it could be a strong possibility, but at the same time, I feel like they might continue to kind of renew your contract for another. So I don't know how long your contracts are, if they're like for 4 to 6 months. I'm going to say probably not into the upcoming summer, but probably the following one. And not summer, but September. I'm going to say probably the following after. They're probably going to give you a permanent position. Yeah, and the finances have been a little bit sticky. It has nothing to do with you yourself and the work that you've got to do and how you do your work, how you present yourself, and it has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with bureaucracy, how much it costs, the pay, and everything else. Because you've got advantages, you've got a bunch of stuff that are going to come along with the permanent position. It's not that they don't want to offer it to you, it's just that they can't offer it at this moment. So I'm going to say September. I feel like it's a no, but I'm going to say the following one after. I will say I feel like it is going to be a yes. But I don't want you to doubt into the in-between that they're just keeping you there because they're kind of testing you and everything and the such. Absolutely not. They love you, sweetie, and you're not going anywhere. It's really just a question of finances, and it should be something that should be pretty much resolved, I'm going to say, into the probably into the beginning of the new year. So I'm going to say January or February, my love. Yeah. So you're going to be okay, sweetie. Honestly, I know it sucks. I know it does, because the permanent position is going to give you different type of holidays, advantages, finances, the permanent just status altogether. But at least know that they're not doing it because they want to get rid of you at any point in time. It is simply a financial reason. That's it. As soon as they're able to do it and it fits on into the budget, you will definitely be added on in, sweetie. I would stay. I would. I'll take out cards for you. I would stay. I would wait it out, my love, because I truly do feel like they do want to give it to you. I do. And I feel like you've already given a lot. I feel like you've already been there for quite some time, and you've given a lot of yourself. You put a lot of effort. So you know what? I definitely say don't go anywhere, sweetie. The clarity is going to come towards you. It will be offered. So just, if you're ready to stay there, let's say until the beginning of the new year, definitely do, sweetie. You will get what you want. It's just going to take a little bit longer, sweetie pie. So it's a yes onto my side. But I mean, that depends on you. Are you still happy there, even if you do not have that right away? Are you okay with the way that things are? If you are, then yes. Definitely stay there and just wait it out, my love. It's a yes onto my side, sweetie pie. Okay, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go and see Juanson into the meanwhile. So let me just do this. Such as, let me do that and do that. And let's go over here. No, I know it's not great. Yeah, but it will get better. It will get better. I promise you, my love. You've got this pertinacity. Continue to be beautiful and strong, sweetie. Continue to give it all your best. Beautiful things will come your way. All right? Alrighty. Just 1 second. Juanson, you're up. Okie dokie. Sending love your way, pertinacity. So, Juanson, how was your day? It was kind of oofy, you say. It was oofy. Yeah, it was overstaffed, even though you could. Yeah. I'm going to say 3 hours is still 3 hours. Yeah. Oh, a cold brew coffee. My mom was talking to me about that the other day. She's like, oh, I want to make this. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of complicated into a certain way. And we were actually talking about those coffees and cold brew coffees and everything. My sister and her were trying to make some, but apparently it didn't go all that well. Oh, it happens. No Elizabeth today, right? Every song, I know. You know why every song, right? I don't have to tell you. It's love. When you are in love, quand tu es en amour, every single song reminds you. May it be a song, a sad one, may it be a happy one. Doesn't really matter what it is. Love just kind of sings to your heart into those moments. So how is your sweetie pie doing today? Sweetie pie is doing okay, battling her own little issues, her own little problems, I'm going to say. I'm going to say today, not ultimate happiness. There's no ooh la la-ish, but it's okay. All right. So I'm going to say Elizabeth today, I feel like she's all right. Nothing too, exhausting. I feel like she's okay. I feel like she's figuring things out. She's moving on forward. No real changes. But emotionally speaking, I see her feeling like kind of stagnant into a certain way. So what's she thinking about you? She was definitely thinking about you with her queen over here. She's wondering if you were there with her, what would you do? What would you say? No, she's not thinking into that kind of a way, though. I'm not into a socky way. I'm into a beautiful, loving, passionate, sweet kind of a way. If you were there, how would things go? What would you guys talk about? Would you talk about music? Would you talk about books? Would you talk about scripts? Would you talk about, what would you talk about? About life. These are all the different type of questions that she's asking herself. I think they're all quite valid myself. So she was thinking about you. I feel like she wants to know, what do you want to talk about? What is your favorite topic? What makes your heart go boom, 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 other than Elizabeth and music? I feel as though she wants you to know that it is kind of stressful for her in certain moments, but she's still not letting go. She's still not letting go, and she wants you to know that she cares for you and she loves you deeply. Alrighty. Hold on. All right. Here we go. So, general, you need to know basically that nothing is really changing. Things are a little bit the same. There's no real movement. There's no real decisions to be taking. I'm going to say day to day, kind of going a little bit with the flow. The possibilities are still there. Nothing has truly changed. There is no great temptations coming on in, only a want of interaction, a want of change. There could be something that could be annoying you at work. Could be something. And I know that you'll say, what? Everything annoys me at work. I know, not your passion work, the other one. But I don't feel like it's something big or something big and bad. It's just, I don't know, it's some type of information I feel is going to kind of annoy you, but nothing much more. Let's go towards an oracle message. And then we're going to go towards the angel message. Oracle message for you. A new chapter is gently unfolding. Trust that what is shifting is aligning with your highest good, even if you can't see it yet. You are being guided to release control and lean into divine timing. Patience is going to lead you to beautiful clarity. So I need you to stay open, I need you to stay grounded, and I need you to know that blessings are quietly building behind the scenes. And let's go towards an angel message. Angel message. Your angels are wrapping you in love and in light, reminding you that you're never alone on your journey, that a breakthrough is near. I need you to stay faithful and keep taking those small steps forward, even when the path feels like it is uncertain. So trust that you are protected and guided and supported in ways that are beyond what the eyes can actually see. And let me know whenever you are ready for the book. Your mind is not into that dungeon all the time, isn't it? Okay, sometimes. I think it often is. I'll say 80% of the time your mind's in that dungeon. They say there's 2.5 units and then they say there's less, so they are just annoying me. Oh, well, there you go. That could be the annoyance. Yeah. All right, Ace of Swords. The answer is to stay focused and resolute, for you are about to reach your objective. I do like. Here we go, and let's go towards some loving messages. No, that's not the one that I want. I'm gonna go with this little cutie patootie. Alrighty. I really want to be able to hold you. Yes, I know that you love me. I want to be able to kiss you. Will you wait for me? Please wait for me. Sounds like she's begging. Will you wait for me? Please wait for me. So many songs remind me of you. And you are so very perfect. So my beautiful sweetie pies, we shall call this an end for tonight. And we shall see each other tomorrow, same place, same time. So sending much love out to every single one of you. Have a beautiful full moon, beautiful manifestations, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Good night, my beautiful loves. I know, right, Juanson? I know that was a sweet one. Good night, everybody.